Hello, Gemini. Welcome to Higher Source Tarot for a tarot and oracle card reading for all Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. We are going to get started here with an oracle. You have the energy of midnight, the most magical hour of all. So when the clock strikes 12, your dreams and manifestations become your reality. So this may be an indication of having perfect timing, being in the right place at the right time, having a knowing, following your intuition. Let's see what the tarot can tell you. General intuitive reading today. All right, we've got Justice, the Two of Cups, the Two of Wands. Twos are partnerships. The Knight of Swords, those come in of service. The Page of Cups. This is looking quite dreamy. The Four of Wands, the Devil, and here's your knowing right here, the High Priestess. Well, I feel like something is going to come out or come to the light here. Now, I like this, okay? I like this sort of watery energy. There's something soft about it. There's something that feels safe. It feels comforting. So I will talk about some of the other cards here because there's definitely, with these three major arcana, a story to be told. I do feel like with love, though, or even if it is something regarding, if you've been looking for some object, you've been trying shopping high and low for something, scouring the internet, here it is, you finding it. But I would also say, too, this is also saying you're finding a match. This will be a time of invitations, of social obligations. I don't really want to use the word obligations, I don't think. Social interactions, social opportunities. How about that? But with these, so we've got Libra, Pisces, Cancer, and we have Capricorn here too. There's something important about these three lined up because the Devil is the ego, okay? And the ego likes to hide things. The ego likes to misrepresent the truth. The ego likes to trick us into believing, I heard fear of false evidence appearing real. That's an acronym. There's another one too, F everything and run. But anyway, with this energy, with that energy of justice, I do feel like if somebody's been trying to pull the wool over your eyes, or they've been doing it to a lot of people, that justice will prevail here. This is where the tables turn. I'd also say too, though, with the High Priestess, man, she can detect a lie from the truth in seconds. So I feel like as you go through this, you're going to see things through this next phase. You're going to see the truth come out. You're going to see, perhaps bad guys getting upended, finally. Now, with that energy of the devil is in the details as well. So double check documents. If there's, some kind of paperwork that you're signing, making sure that you're reading everything. I just got something the other day that was allegedly from my bank. And you know what the fine print says? Not affiliated with any bank. And if you call, they have every right to take your phone number and distribute it. Okay, so read the fine print because it's one of those and you're like, how in the hell do I keep getting all these spam calls? It's places like that. And I don't fully understand why they do what they do, but it was clearly a hoax. So with this energy of justice, I'm telling you, read the fine print. If you're signing up for a membership for something, whether it be a gym or a Pie of the Month Club, read it because there may be some kind of a cancellation situation that you're not going to like. Just making sure too, if there are things on your account that are automatically renewed, that you still want those, because I feel like there's something about cleaning house here and getting rid of things that perhaps you're not even aware of are on some kind of automatic renewal plan. And then when you go to try to cancel it, you're on the hook for another year. They're like, oh, no mid-year cancellations for you. Something about this. I feel like you're going to clean up your life, clean up your financial life. And really with this Four of Wands, this is a time to celebrate. I do feel like if you go through and clean house, you're not going to miss anything and you're going to have extra money and you're going to like that feeling of seeing your account grow and go, man, There's a lot more in there this year than there was even a year ago. And seeing that all this little nitpicky stuff, tic-tac kinds of purchases, and especially those auto renewals that keeps showing up like something that keeps continuous. It's like this continuous loop of draining your account. I do feel like you're finally going to get a handle on that. Now, you know what I realized? I knew those twos. I feel like, well, no, okay. Sorry, don't mind me. It's a general intuitive reading, so it doesn't matter where the cards are exactly placed, but I felt like that Two of Cups was supposed to be up next to the Two of Wands. I digress. We're moving it forward. With this Four of Wands, though, in terms of a love interest, you do have a partner here, and I feel like they're going to be very attracted to you. They're going to be very intrigued by you. They're going, if you have an unusual business, if you do something, side hustle even, something other people don't do, they're going to really admire and respect that. I feel like that they look at you with a lot of respect. They're intrigued, but also in a very respectful way. So the Two of Wands comes in. We do have 3 twos, 2, 2, 2, and those represent the subconscious being in flow. They can represent travel, communication. So I feel like you get some information here that's going to help you plan for the future. This is also a great time too to think about, you know, even your week ahead and planning the week out, especially if you tend to be more spontaneous, where you say, you know, I just eat on the fly. I stop by my local coffee shop. I grab this or that. Maybe this will be your first attempt at meal prepping or doing some things that will help you to plan. Even getting out clothes. If you're saying, I want to start to be one of those morning workout people. Well, you may have to prepare so you're not, you know, fumbling around at 5 a.m. trying to find leggings or shorts, right? And so I feel like they're trying to tell you that what you want to do, you need to make the plans and then take the action. Because when you have those plans ahead of time, it won't feel nearly as unpredictable, or it won't be as easy to stop either. Because if things aren't planned out, you may find, oh, I'll get around to it next time. I'm not ready today. I don't have time right now. This isn't going to work right now. So that will help you to stop with that if it is happening. So the Knight of Swords comes racing in with the Truth. And I feel like there's a nexus between these. I could throw the Justice card in here too. But something about that energy of the Knight of Swords and that High Priestess just sort of bookending the Devil are like, the truth is coming out. Ready or not, here it comes. And so if it is somebody who's been babbling about you at work and saying things about you, or maybe it's somebody's new person, their new significant other, and they're talking about you and you're like, we have never even met. Why do you even care about me? Go enjoy your life with the person I don't want anymore. I do feel like with this Knight of Swords energy, you're going to be prone to kind of putting a stop to it quickly. And it could even be you doing it, being like, oh, hell no. Because this will inspire you to take action. So be aware of that, because he's pretty cutthroat. With the Page of Cups here, I do feel like you have invitations to soften some of the jagged edges of this reading. I like the reading a lot because it's real life, but there's a couple little rough spots. And so with this Page of Cups energy, this helps to restore kind of the rhythm of life, the rhythm of happiness. And so it brings in curiosity, innocence, optimism, enthusiasm. And so especially where love matters are concerned, it's someone who's very enthusiastically looking at you. So if you are single, you may get asked out here. I feel like once you catch their eye, they're not going to just stop at looking. Somebody here, I keep hearing your eye candy. Okay, hopefully it's not a workplace romance, because you know how that goes. You start telling your coworker they're the eye candy of the company, and you can end up being sent to HR for that. So either way, keep it out of work. How about that? I'm not saying, you got to follow your company policies, but let's not end up, in trouble with this. So with the Two of Cups, though, it is a match, and it's undeniable. I feel like whatever it is, you're finding an exact match. Where whatever you've been hunting for high and low, I feel like the search is finally over. And so with the Two of Cups, you can also relax a little bit, and the Two of Wands, because I feel like it's something that will extend. It will continue to expand and to grow. Now, the Devil shows up here, And the devil is a limited kind of an energy. You know, it doesn't get any better than this. It's about as good as it's going to get. And so I do feel like it's the end of an old pattern, breaking free of something that wasn't really going to be taking off anyway. Now, if it is, like I said, a gossipy person, this can be liable or slander and all kinds of defamatory activities. However, with the High Priestess, you notice her gown is in flow. And so this is a time where you may find that, you know, you've got sort of a polarized energy with that Knight of Swords who loves to take action, whereas she sits back and intuitively waits. She's not in any huge hurry. So there may be something about this. If you need something to stop, the Knight of Swords activity or action may help because she is very passive. She'll watch and not do much about it. So you're going to have to decide there if it's worth your time in taking action, or if you say, no, I'm just going to watch these whirling dervishes whirl. I would say, too, pay attention to your dreams during this period. I feel like you're going to have some very interesting dreams. Your subconscious is talking loud and clear. Golden opportunity coming in. You've got meditation brings answers. And we've got improving health. You're ready. And you've got a yes. Good things are coming, Gemini. I love you. I'll be back again soon.